What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have some 1FC kickboxing action. China versus Japan, two of the highest skill leveled fighters you're ever going to see. Wei Rui with a record of 69-3. That is ridiculous in the kickboxing world, especially when you're fighting the highest talent. And I was actually offered a fight against that guy, a little lighter than I wanted to make weight, but he would have been so hard because he is so good. He's beat almost everybody, went over to K1, won titles there within China, beat so many foreign fighters, as well as all the local competition. And he is facing Akimoto, who also has a stellar record of 26-2, although fight volume is not quite the same. I think he's going to get a little less action in Japan compared to China, where they're competing so frequently. But it doesn't matter. This is going to be a great matchup. Both fighters, the highest skill level. Akimoto, former 1FC champion. He's going to be trying to get himself back on that title track. And both these guys, right at my weight, the highest skill level in the world. Just really looking forward to this one. I think it's going to be most likely the volume that Akimoto tries to bring versus the incredible skill set of Rui. But let's see. Got Southpaw versus Orthodox. That left round kick coming off the Southpaw very frequently already. Although he doesn't fight like a Thai fighter. A lot of times the Thai fighters, when they're out of Southpaw, will really focus on that left round kick, but Wei is, you see he has a little bit bouncier, has the weight distributed more 50-50 between the legs. Takes a little tiny step often before he throws that left round kick to close off that distance. He caught the round kick there, not allowed, but he let go of it very fast, so he didn't actually get the warning. Akimoto's going to have to do something very quick, whether it's what he's doing right now, distance change, or start blocking and throwing back, because just taking that kick repeatedly over and over, even though it might not be damaging, it just interrupts the fight pace. That was a good move there. Go to the inside low. And he comes back with his own round kick off the back. It's funny how a lot of times when we have this Southpaw versus Orthodox, both guys focus so much on that back leg. I like how we just saw Akimoto utilize his lead leg. And I feel a lot of times that chopping the outside of the lead leg is very, very good for an option as well, although not utilized enough. Not too much hand combos happening yet. There's a nice 1-2. Hopefully Akimoto gets into 3s and 4s for his boxing combos, because he does have very nice hands. He also has a very, very mean high kick off that right leg, which he can throw from in tight. He's really trying to hunt to put the pressure on. Very relaxed on his defense. He doesn't look like, he's losing focus or anything in there. That's a good sign. Very strong looking fighter too. Look at the muscles in the upper back. He floats that knee up there so well. Right up to head level. Looks effortless. It's good action in the first round. Nothing crazy happening, but a good pace. Just both fighters, so sound defensively, I was just going to say, but that round kick just caught the chin. The left hook. So it was a stronger start from Wei Rui, I'd say, for the first half. And then Akimoto started to get the pace down a little bit, started to get going a little faster, and maybe took the last minute. So very close round. You guys can see this massive card that's coming up September 6th with 1FC. You're going to have Haggerty fighting Superlek, which is just going to be crazy fight. It's actually a rematch. Superlek won the last time, But Haggerty has been on a real tear recently, so I'm looking forward to that rematch. Here we go into round number 2. I think the last one is just nobody really put their stamp on the round. And it'll be interesting to see if somebody can do that here. Basically just go, okay, this is what works best for me. And Akimoto's trying to do that early on. He's trying to put that pressure and get those hands going. I feel like his jaw looks a little open when he starts comboing up a lot though, Akimoto. Like he just needs to tuck his chin a tad more. He's doing a good job, much better than the first round. But don't count out the Chinese fighter. He is so skilled. He's having a little trouble with the fast pace right now. Let's see what he's going to do to try and slow it up. Because I think that's where he's going to do better. Very often in the fight world, especially boxing, you're going to see these records where people are almost undefeated. They have 1, maybe 2 losses. In the kickboxing world, having 10, 15 losses is very normal, even for the very, very best. So for Wei Rui to have only 3 losses in almost like 75 fights, he's closing in on that number. That is crazy. And he's done some weight class jumps too. Good combo from Akimoto there, the cross hook cross. He's definitely scoring more damage in this round. Like right now, you have to give him this round. Still time left on it, but I've seen a couple times where it looks like Wei Rui is just a little bit off balance after the impact to the head. And that, in my mind, is damage. Haven't seen Akimoto look stunned yet or hurt. And they actually had one of the highest level Chinese fighters come into 1FC about a year ago, and he fought Akimoto. Akimoto beat him. That was a big upset. So he is a super skilled fighter. He lost his belt to somebody from Thailand, but that guy ended up getting stripped because he was tested positive for some sort of substance, which is not allowed. There we go, round 2. I'm going to give that one to Akimoto. I'm not by any means doing the best job judging these as I'm commentating and just watching for fun, but I think I'm right in that assessment. First round was close and could have easily gone the way of the Chinese fighter. That was a nice move there, though. Good evasion, and then comes back with that counter cross. Here we go into the last round, which could easily be a round apiece. And we're going to need some good action. Put a stamp on this last round if they want the win. Nice little combo there to get started with the hook. It's hard to get knees going. And Akimoto just did a really good job there when you're not allowed to clench a knee. Makes it so much harder to be defensively sound because you can't control your opponent and off balance them by grabbing their head. Nice cross. So I think both of these fighters would just, it's hard to appreciate how good they are because defensively they're both just doing such a fantastic job. Other fighters, they would just get lit up against these two guys. Great movement as well. Even the backwards motion from the Chinese fighter, just maintaining great distance. Staying out of the danger zone a lot of the times on those big attacks from Akimoto. A little front kick up to the face there. Didn't really land flush or anything, but it was dangerous. I'm still waiting to see something from Wei where he lands a real damaging shot. And I haven't seen anything yet where it's like, oh, that hurt Akimoto. Like there, okay, nice hook, but off the gloves. No real massive damage. He's definitely landing low kicks and things like that. But I have to remember, he is slightly the smaller fighter, I think. I don't know if this is his natural weight class. So I'm guessing he's given up 10 pounds. Looks like he landed something there. Only 30 seconds left. He's doing a better job in this last little bit. Oh, but a good hook there from Akimoto. This is going to be such a close fight. I mean, either fighter could take it here in the end. This is one of those contests where you have two guys who are just so good. You don't really get to appreciate just how good they are because just when you're facing somebody else with that skill level, sometimes it's showcased in its best, and sometimes you're kind of like, oh, okay, these guys are pretty good, but you don't realize just how high level they are. So that, in my mind, really could go either way. The only thing that I felt I was sure of was round 2 went to Akimoto. The other rounds were much harder to score. First round probably the way of Wei, but that final one, that's tough. I still think Akimoto landed the more damage throughout the fight. I think he came out just not taking really much punishment aside from some round kicks to the legs, maybe some off the arms, but no real shots that jolted his head back or anything. But I'm really interested here to see who's going to win. Guys, throw your opinions down below. Who do you think won this fight? It's always hard when you watch things for the first time and you're just kind of doing it for enjoyment, or for myself, I'm commentating, but you guys probably got a good feeling there for who got the win. Or you're just like me and you're kind of going, I have no idea. Oh, okay. I wasn't really expecting that, but great fight, for sure.